He raised his hunting rifle, aiming at the Sika deer that appeared 300 meters away. He was confident the shot had struck the deer. He began walking toward where the prey had fallen, but suddenly he froze in shock.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
The old man panicked. This wasn't a deer at all. It was clearly a living person. As he moved to help, the girl on the ground suddenly coughed up a mouthful of blood and mumbled something indistinctly. The old man couldn't make out her words. Then her head tilted to the side, and she died instantly.
Jesus.
The old man, named Tom, was utterly bewildered. He had accidentally shot the girl dead. His first thought was to call the police. He hurried back to his vehicle, intending to drive down the mountain to find help. But then, a dramatic turn of events unfolded. Tom learned from the news that the girl he had accidentally shot during the day was a ruthless robber. She and 4 accomplices had stolen $1.2 million from a bank, and the loot was likely still on her person. After a moment's thought, Tom decided not to report the shooting. Instead, he drove back to the forest where it had happened. He returned to the spot where the girl had fallen. She still lay motionless, now covered in snow. Tom steadied his nerves, pushing aside his guilt. Slowly, he picked up the cigarette butt he'd left behind in his panic the previous day. He silently thanked his luck. If the police had found that butt, he'd never have escaped. Then Tom's gaze fell on the black briefcase. After a moment's thought, he unholstered his service pistol, approached the case, and pulled open the zipper. Though he'd braced himself, the sight of so much money still made his heart race with excitement, nearly knocking him off his feet. Tom glanced around to make sure no one was nearby, slung the briefcase over his shoulder, and prepared to leave. Little did he know, he'd barely taken a few steps when he bumped into someone. His name was George, another hunter like himself. Tom feared the girl's body might be discovered. He tried to quickly placate George and get him to leave, but suddenly, a commotion erupted behind him. Tom hurriedly raised his scope to investigate and saw 4 men searching around the girl's location. Realizing something was terribly wrong, Tom scrambled to his feet and urged George to run, but it seemed too late.